Yeah, that's not normal. And don't judge. They are not weak. Like, hey, you're weak. No.
Welcome to Cooked or Be Cooked.
I am Daphne.
I'm Kira.
And I'm Janabelle.
And today we will be talking about burnout.
Alright, let's kick things off with a quick true or false game to see how much our classmates know about burnout.
And listeners, y'all can play along too.
True or false, burnout and stress are the same thing.
False.
Correct, stress is temporary. Burnout happens when stress never stops. True or false, burnout only affects your mental health.
No.
Correct, it can make you feel physically sick and exhausted. True or false, you can only be burnout if you hate what you're doing.
False.
That's correct. Even if you have passion, you can still be burnout if you never rest.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, true or false, taking one rest day is enough to fix burnout.
No, not enough.
That's correct. Recovery takes time and lifestyle changes.
How many days do you need?
5 days.
5 days? Okay.
True or false, recognizing burnout early can help prevent it.
True.
Yes! Awareness is the first step to protecting yourself from burnout.
True.
No, I'm definitely yes.
Oh.
Good job to our classmates. I hope that you guys got it right too. To summarize, burnout is just more than feeling stressed and tired.
Exactly. Burnout is a complete physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion that happens after long periods of being stressed or overworked. You may start to feel detached, unmotivated, and even drained from the things that you used to love doing.
In short, stress is temporary, but burnout sticks around when you don't give yourself enough time to recover. It can affect your sleep, focus, and even your physical health.
That's why recognizing the early signs is important. The early signs are such as constant fatigue, feeling emotionally numb, or low motivation. So once you can recognize your early signs, that's when you should take action before things start to get worse.
And remember, being burnout doesn't mean that you're weak. It just means that you've been pushing yourself for too long without enough rest or support.
Now that we've cleared out what burnout really means, let's talk about how we experience it ourselves in sports and school.
You guys could describe your experience, like your burnout experience, in one word. What would you say? Like, what would you describe it as?
For me, burnout is just like more, like just tired.
For me, I say more detached from a lot of my responsibilities.
You?
How about you?
I can't say in one word, but I think it's more of like spark gone.
Yeah.
I think I felt most burnout was last year when I was in the national team for Frisbee. So the physical part was that I was training 6 times a week and like it's very little rest. So every day train, school, then train, and every day wake up and just keep doing the same thing. And I was not much time for myself. And I also ended up tearing my lateral meniscus, which I had to recover. Then the mental side is that there's not enough time for myself, and then recovery is actually a very difficult journey. And I definitely know that way more now because I also recently tore my ACL, and like the recovery is extremely tough, but I get support from my friends, family, and also the people that I know who has torn their ACL before, and overall they help me slowly get through it way better, as well as my physiotherapist.
Yeah, I think the more draining part is the recovery.
I think mine is the more mental side, cause I don't really get injured that much, but more mentally I just been doing sailing for a really long time. So eventually I got a bit tired of it if I spend too much time at the club. So yeah, I just feel like very tired. I don't want to do it anymore. And like sometimes like the outcomes of like conversations like don't turn out the way I want them to be, so then it's like even worse. So it's like, why am I doing all this for nothing? Yeah.
So like I was the exco, right? And then like I got a Baker cyst on my right knee, and then I was out for sports for like a few months. So like obviously the physical burnout in that is already a lot, because like Belle mentioned, the recovery is super difficult with like having physio, multiple scans, and then like I couldn't play how I used to play because the pain is there. And then like not being confident because I couldn't play how I used to play, so I couldn't go commit full tackles and all. Then that caused me to have like muscle contusions, tearing my ankle ligaments, and just bruises everywhere and spraining my ankle. And then like despite all the strengthening, it's just like so that was more of the physical part, you know, keep getting injured. Then like obviously that takes a toll on your body, and then not only just does it take a toll on your body physically, it also takes a toll on your mental health. Cause like you know, you don't feel confident, and then you feel like what Kira said, like why am I even here? Cause like I come there, I don't even get to play. Cause obviously there's a reason why you don't get to play, cause you're injured But like you being there, you will like I want to play, so you don't have like that thought of like, you know, that smart thought of like, oh, I shouldn't play because I'm injured. So it's like didn't want to give myself a break. Then it's like just
like
detach
the
her,
feeling
like
of scared of like being left behind also, right?
cause more of like cause of team sport. And then also like cause you committed yourself to the team.
Also for me and Daphne's part, since we're both ex-schools in our CCA, so we kind of have a responsibility to the team. So even though we're injured but we also cannot just take care of ourselves, you know, we must still think of the whole team. We still must show up even though it hurts to be there. That's also something that you have to go through.
I think it's more tough on you guys as well, because there's a whole team like depending on you guys also. So that also probably makes it worse for you guys.
I think one of the top factors of burnout is not putting yourself first. Like especially for not just for sports, for work, for school, you know, you have to show up for your teammates. Not only do you have to show up for your teammates, you also have to show up for your colleagues, your classmates. Then like constantly putting your best, not resting because of the people around you. That causes burnout too.
And once like you feel burnout from one thing, you feel like burnout from like other things as well. So for me, like when I was burnt out from sailing, then I go back to school, then we have like group projects to do. Oh my gosh,
I think social battery
cannot. I feel just very tired mentally. I don't feel like I don't have the emotional capacity to talk to other people also.
As a quite talkative person, when you're burnt out, you really don't want to talk.
Like you go home, right? People text you anything, you just disappear.
You're just too tired of being tired. I think it's more of these three factors. So the first factor was not acknowledging that I was burnt out. So I was like, not like, even though I felt tired, I kept lying to myself and say, I'm not tired, I'm just lazy. You know, not putting aside time for myself to process my emotions, what I'm feeling physically and mentally. And also like more of those not lying to myself, and also like being FOMO, like fear of missing out, because like want to play, then like keep training, even though I couldn't play, then like burnout.
That's true.
I guess a lot of us, when our body tells us to stop, we just don't really listen. I think mine was the worst during the more mental part. Okay, so same, like seeing all my teammates get to play while I'm injured, and the whole recovery is a very long and tedious process, like learning how to walk again, just kind of get back all the muscle that I lost and everything.
Me is like when I get burnt out, then I start performing like worse. So then from that I just start pushing myself even more to go training, because I think that the only reason why I'm doing worse is because I'm not training hard enough. Same as you are. So it's like you just have to keep, I just think like if I keep on pushing, then maybe I'll eventually get better. So that's why it like falls into the trap, that cycle of doing training, then getting tired, then you get worse. So it's like the whole cycle.
I agree. I think it's also like the expectations I set for myself, because like I was out for like maybe 4 months, couldn't play sports at all, and then like I only had a month left of training before Polite, and then like I expected myself to be my peak, how I was before my injury, but it's obviously like quite impossible because like how are you gonna have like 4 months worth of training into that 1 month? So in that 1 month, obviously you will feel very burnt out because you keep pushing yourself, self-train even after like 6 weeks of school training, you still self-train, obviously you'll be burnt out mah. Then like, even though obviously it's like logically, physically, mentally, whatever, not possible. It's just your expectations like, oh, you can do it. You were like this, you can do it. Then you keep pushing yourself there like, you know. There's only so much your body can do. There's only so much your mind can cope with at one time. So like, if you have, it's like a bucket of water, right? If you keep adding, it will overflow. Then it will just keep.
I think comes from making.
That's how you describe burnout.
Yeah, it's like a lot of unrealistic expectations we set for ourselves, and also a lot of guilt tripping, like telling yourself, oh, you're being lazy, like why are you like becoming so shit at playing, all that.
Then it also flows to like other areas of your life. Then you start comparing yourself with like other student athletes, you know. Like if they can do it, why can't I do it? Unrealistic.
Unrealistic expectations.
Okay, so now that we shared all these, we'll also move on to how to prevent it from even happening in the first place, or if it has already happened to you or someone you know, how should you approach it?
So I think we should talk about prevention first, because prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
So let's maybe share a way that we should or could have done to prevent our burnout. So obviously for me, the most important thing I could have done was setting realistic expectations. So even though you know you can do that, but you have to think about like the setbacks you might face, such as do you have enough time and like other commitments you have. If you have too much commitments, obviously you can't be at your best if you don't put enough time and effort into it. So like you have to not just be like think so highly of yourself. Yes, you need to have confidence, but you shouldn't think so highly of yourself. Be realistic, set good expectations, like you know you can do it. Not just like you want, but you know you can.
For me, I think in my case it was like I was just really struggling to balance between like school, sailing, and like my relationships. I think like it was very overwhelming, so I felt like I could have, to prevent it, I could have like balanced it out more in a way. I think that's the most important part. Make sure to get enough rest while also trying to do your best for the other parts of my life. Don't push yourself too hard. Like you can't be the best at everything every day, you know. Your best for that day is your best for the day. You can't go further. So I think that's like really important to remember.
I think also telling yourself that you deserve breaks.
I
think for me would be just listen to your own body. Sometimes when your body tells you no, it means no. Like it's already telling you and giving you so many signs that you should be like taking a break and everything. So if we keep pushing it, something's gonna go wrong.
I think injuries injuries is not just because maybe you got into a physical contact or whatever. I think injury is also like a sign of your body saying enough, let's take a break. And also like maybe when you have sudden breakdowns or like maybe your body is out of place, like suddenly you cannot sleep. I think that's also a sign of burnout. Listening to your body.
For me at that time it's like I had intern, so every time after intern I rush to training, and for that period of time, like on the day that I tore my ACL, I was training like Saturday, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then on Wednesday I tore my ACL. So I think it's a accumulation of a lot of things.
So that is like 3 ways that you guys can prevent burnout coming from us. But some other tips to prevent burnout is also to set boundaries, know your limits. Don't push. Like when you listen to all of us, our tips, I think the most important thing to
Take away
is do not push your limits. So listen to your body, set expectations, and also balance. When you know too much not balanced, or like your body is too tired or not realistic expectation, that's when you set boundary.
And like get rid of the toxic mindset of like don't always say that you're giving yourself excuses and everything. I think that's quite toxic.
I think you can say to yourself that I'm not tired, I'm just lazy. But then another tip is to link with what I'm gonna say is also your surrounding people. So like you maybe can ask your friends, do you think am I lazy? And like emotionally intelligent people will like say, hey, I think you deserve a break, you know, cause like people should know when you're being lazy and when you're not, especially those who are close to you. They tend to know when you are like putting in your best, you know. So I think like surrounding yourself with like healthy circle of teammates and friends are important.
Like people that
Yeah.
would do best for your own interests.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on from that topic, if we are the outside people and we see our friends struggle, what can we do to help them?
Like if you yourself is struggling or if you know someone who's struggling, how should you approach that situation?
Recognize that they are burnout.
Yeah.
Like we emphasized previously, there's a difference between burnout and tired.
Yeah.
So like sometimes when you're tired, they might just need space, you know.
Yeah.
But like I think when you're burnout, you might need some support. Like, hey, Kira, I'm here for you. If you want to talk how you feel, I'm here. You have to like remind them that you're here and don't judge. They are not weak. Like, hey, you're weak.
Ow.
No.
Like everyone's human after all. We all have like a line.
Yeah, so don't judge. You can come with a friendly approach and you know, remind them that you're there. Hey Kira, are you burnout? I'm here for you.
And I think also know the difference if someone wants a listening ear and versus when
they want
They want-
advice.
yeah, because sometimes it's not the best if you try and fix everything for them. They're like, oh, then why aren't you doing this? What, like, why shouldn't you? If
Yeah.
you're already feeling this way, then just stop. Like sometimes people just want you to listen, so don't be so quick to give advice unless they ask.
And like I think you can like, hey, do you want to talk? Cause like, you know, even though she might need someone, she might not need someone to listen. It's just more of like
Showing that you-
showing
that you
up,
care.
being like sometimes when you burn out, right, you don't even want to talk. So it's just
Yeah, but seeing that someone can recognize what you're going through is like something else also.
yeah.
I also think that it's very important to like avoid like being overly positive, you know. So like you see someone struggling, then they tell you about like, oh, I'm doing really badly in my sport. Then you like, then you, I don't think you should say like, oh, just push through it.
Yeah.
I think that will make it worse.
I
You
know
should
correct
just
what to say.
yeah, like just tell
Like-
them like maybe sometimes resting is better than pushing through.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
correct. You need to like find the proper words to say.
Yes.
Can't just like and also what helps you doesn't mean it will help them. Like maybe oh, I rest one day enough to not be burnt out. But like some people need more time.
Yeah.
Okay, and another thing, I got this advice from one of my alumni who taught his ACL too, is surrounding yourself with the right group of people. So let's say you're struggling with this particular thing, like let's say work or an injury, like surround yourself with people that has gone through that. So they'll be more sensitive, they understand what you're going through, and most of the time they'll know how to approach you and give better advice compared to people who don't understand, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Cause like in my team also we had like a few players who were injured and we seem to like click and understand each other really well as compared to those who weren't injured. I mean like, and we also know the right words to say cause we also feel it, right? And also like we want them to feel what we want. So like when we show them support, cause we want the support. So it's like vice versa. So like choosing the right people and also like finding the people who went through that also helps lah.
Yeah.
So some advice from my physiotherapist, like on his opinions, he feels that people, okay, cause he sees a lot of clients who has also gone through the same things, right? So he thinks most of the reasons why people push themselves too hard is cause they are scared that they'll be left behind by their team. It's like seeing everyone moving on while you're still stuck there, then everyone's just moving forward.
Validation.
Yeah, exactly. And they're also, of course, scared that their performance will drop, like they're falling behind, they're not getting the same amount of training as others and potentially cannot make the team and everything. And also cause they do not have enough knowledge about this particular topic. So they don't know like pushing their own boundaries and everything, like what it could eventually lead up in long term.
Yeah. What teams I used to play, not a lot of coaches or like teammates are very well knowledge on like burnout. Cause like mostly everyone keep talking about your physical health, like okay, let's do this strengthening to prevent this injury or blah blah blah. But nobody really talks about the mental part, like okay, let's D1 or like you know those small breaks or like okay, let's go picnic tomorrow instead of training so we can you know, I mean obviously it's not good to like picnic every session lah, but sometimes you need those team bonding, all that to like help you cope.
To show that there's like way more to it than just
the pressure,
Yeah.
not just the
like,
pressure.
oh, you
know.
must be good. Every time we see you, you must be
Yeah.
there, you must be there, you must be this certain standard.
Like the validation, like you think that your teammates are only friends with you because you're good, right? So I think like, or like maybe you're a good player or whatever. maybe. No, this is a toxic thinking, okay, by the way. This is just an example. So like you think that your teammate only wants to be friends with you because you're good. So you need that validation from them because you don't want to be left behind. So like having this like team bonding sessions or like dinners together shows that, you know, I treat you more than just a teammate. I don't
Like
don't
they
need
care
to
about your personal life
correct,
also and what's going on beyond the sport
Correct.
itself.
Yeah.
And not everyone, not like coaches or not players, not everyone does that. Even though it's just a small thing, it's quite important because it shows that it's more than just a sport. It's more than just a work. It's more than just school, you know. I think it's important Yeah.
Yeah, like especially for Kira sport, even though it's an individual and everyone's like against each other fighting for that one sport, like you're still going through the same thing together, you know. Everyone knows how is it like competing and like fighting for a sport with each other. So
Yeah.
I think can try to understand more also.
Sports should bring people together. Okay.
Not against each other.
I mean, you play against each other, game is game, but outside, friends.
I feel like a lot of people don't know that they're burnout. They just think that they're tired.
Yeah, not a lot of knowledge on that.
I think because like we always compare ourselves a lot with other people, so we see that they're not going through the same thing as us, then we say, then why should we get the chance to be let off the hook this one time?
Yeah, that's because like olden times there's no such thing as like sports psychology. You know, it's like psychology but not sports psychology. I mean, because we are student athletes, so we want to talk about sports psychology. Sorry, talk about sports psychology, but obviously it could apply to like workplace and whatnot lah. But nowadays, modern times, they try to think more about your mental health. But even though there's still thought, it doesn't 100% prevent the burnout. Burnout happens to everyone and is normal. Not just student athletes, it can happen to like students, even teachers.
Or like even let's say people that don't work, like if you work from home or like you're a parent, like a housewife or something like that, then you think like, oh, I don't work, so why should I be feeling this way?
Do not invalidate yourself.
Yeah.
You also can be burned out from relationships.
Correct. Hope this helps.
Thank you for tuning in to Cooked or Be Cooked.
Bye.